What's going on, guys? So I've been getting asked a ton of times, is the Canon 5D Mark IV still worth it in 2018? My answer, personally for me, yes it is still worth it. Stay tuned, let's jump into it. Even with all the A7 III hype that's going on right now, a lot of people are jumping ship from other manufacturing brands, but I'm still rocking out with my 5D Mark IV, which is what I'm filming this video with right now. I do kind of want to upgrade to the 1DX Mark II, but that camera is just massive and I can't really justify using that as a vlogging camera. I don't know how all these other YouTubers manage to do that, because that is actually quite insane. I like to pump out content as frequently as possible, whether it be for Instagram, YouTube, IGTV. When you shoot with some other camera manufacturers that the color isn't always on point in the skin tone, some may be a little bit cool, some may be a little bit more green, but Canon skin tones are by far the best skin tones out of any camera manufacturer. That's key if you want to pump out content as quick as possible, so you can do as little color grading trying to fix those skins as possible. So that's huge. The dual pixel autofocus on the 5D Mark IV is crazy. It's crazy amazing, super fast, super snappy. During video, it locks focus, doesn't really hunt as much as other brands. Even in low light, it's key that it can lock focus when you're filming yourself, because if you're filming yourself and you don't have a screen that comes out, you don't really know if it's in focus or not. You're just assuming that it's in focus, leaving it up to the camera. Even with like a 1.8, 1.4, 1.2 lens, the autofocus is amazing and it'll lock focus in and keep it there. If you tap on the screen, you're pretty much good to go. So with the 4K crop ratio on the 5D IV, I personally don't use it. It's like a 1.74 crop ratio, which makes it almost impossible to vlog yourself, which is kind of crazy unless you have a super wide angle lens to be able to fit everything in, or it's really cropped into just like your face and a little bit of your body. If that's the look you're going for, great. But for me, I like to keep it really wide and get a lot of the scenery in to really captivate where you are and have you feeling like you're actually there with me and capture all the amazing, beautiful scenery. I personally only record my videos in 1080p. That's just for me personally. But by the end of 2018, that I think that most cameras and everything will shift to 4K. But still, for me, if you're filming quality content that's really sharp, really detailed, I don't think that the difference between 4K and 1080 is going to be anything too crazy. I don't like EVFs. I like the classic DSLR mirror inside the OVF, I think is what it's called. I find just mirrorless cameras with the EVF just give me a headache after looking through the screen, I guess you could say, for a little while. It gives me like a little bit of a headache, which I don't like. If I'm shooting all day, I could only imagine how big of a migraine and headache I would actually have. So for me personally, I'm sticking with the Canon 5D Mark IV with the OVF, if that's even what it's called. And that's just my opinion. I don't know. Leave in the comments below if you do shoot with a mirrorless camera or have shot with a mirrorless camera before, and if the looking through the EVF gives you a headache, or maybe it's just me. So I'm debating if I should upgrade my camera or not. I want to upgrade to the Canon log. My 5D IV came out before Canon announced the log feature, so I do want to get that. I'm debating on if I want to wait until the next camera or if I should just pay the money and upgrade it. I think it's $150 Canadian or something like that. But with the log feature, it'll let me shoot super flat, and then I will be able to do a lot more color grading. I could push my grades a little bit further and get a lot more of that dynamic range in my video, which essentially is key. It'll look that much better. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, peace.